Hello Pisces, this is your June forecast. The month starts out on the 2nd of June with a full moon in Sagittarius. And this full moon is happening right up here, fairly close to Saturn in your 10th house. So it's really shining a light for you Pisces on your career, your life direction. Are you enjoying what you're doing? Do you need to expand yourself more? Do you need to take a leap of faith? After all, your sign rules faith, it's ruled by Neptune, and say, I'm going to trust that this is the career for me because I love doing this so much. It's shining a light maybe on your dissatisfactions with your career, the direction it's going in, and maybe it's showing you where you can make some positive changes. Now on June the 6th, Venus changes sign and goes here into your 6th house of health and work and contribution to others, and it's joining Jupiter. Now Venus and Jupiter together are very, very beneficial, and especially on the last 3 days of this month when Jupiter and Venus are exactly conjunct. So with it being in your 6th house, Pisces, this is a wonderful opportunity for some good news connected with work, with a job offer, connected with your physical well-being, your physical health, something good happening. And it's also a wonderful time to reach out to community, to reach out to people who maybe are less fortunate than you and to do something nice for them. And it's also with the Venus there, it could be really some good news from an employee or from an employer, depending which side of the fence you're on, but some good news about your work happening for you. Now since May the 18th, Mercury, planet of communications, technology, transportation, has been retrograde and is retrograde until the 12th of this month here in your 4th house. And there's a lot happening for you, Pisces, in this 4th house of home and family and stability and security. So for the first 2 weeks of the month, while Mercury is still retrograde, this is a wonderful time to reevaluate what security means to you. What do you need to feel secure? We live in such a material world where we think we need more and more and more and more. And how much do we really, really need? You may be looking at that. You may also be looking at family, a family situation, re-evaluating, reassessing that. And also maybe looking at moving or buying or renting something else, or even moving country or state. And when Mercury goes direct after the 12th, then it's time to take some actions. Maybe time to communicate to a family member or somebody who feels like family, time to share something important to you, maybe a heart-to-heart conversation to clear the air or to create a new, cleaner way of communicating together. All these things are possibilities once that Mercury goes direct. And on June the 15th, we've got Saturn going retrograde. And it's going retrograde in your 9th house until September the 18th, Pisces. So what this is doing, when it goes retrograde, it wants to check, have you got any loose ends, any completions that need to be made? So there could be a completion that needs to happen with respect to a legal situation. Maybe there is a completion to happen with some kind of travel plans. You've decided to go somewhere, then you've changed your mind. Okay, there's a retrograde now, you can reevaluate those thoughts. It's also a good time to reevaluate your education, your learning, your skills. What do you need to reevaluate there? Maybe it's time to reevaluate publishing something. Maybe you're really close and it's time to just redo it, reassess it. And then when Saturn goes out of that house on September the 18th, then you're good to go again. It could also bring you a business trip, something that takes you overseas for business. And on June the 16th, we've got a lovely, playful new moon in Gemini happening in your 4th house. So for much of the month we've got the Sun and Mars there, and this new moon in there as well on the 16th. So this is breathing some fresh air, some new beginnings, getting the cobwebs out of your home, maybe some heaviness around the family. There's some new opportunities, some new potential for better communication. Maybe it's a new move for you. Maybe you're going to get some new things for your house, for your environment. Maybe you're going to start a new business from home. All these possibilities here with these planets happening for you in this 4th house this month, Pisces. Now on the 22nd of the month, we've got the Sun going into your 5th house, and on the 25th of the month, Mars joins it. And this is the 5th house of creativity. And Pisces, you are one of the most creative signs of the zodiac. So here we've got the Sun and Mars energizing you. Maybe you're going to do something with children, maybe teaching. Maybe you're going to get a business going. Maybe you're going to do something very creative that turns into a business and makes you some very good money. This is a wonderful time to focus on things that give you pleasure and that are uplifting for you, a feeling of upliftment. Because the month does start out on the serious note with the full moon and Saturn fairly close together, and then as the month goes on, it gets lighter as Mercury goes direct, as everything starts to move forward with the new moon and into your 5th house energy, which in itself is much lighter and brings much more fun and pleasure into your life. And let's not forget that all month we've got this glorious trine energy going on between Jupiter and Uranus. And for you it's between your 2nd house of money and work. So this could be a new work opportunity suddenly coming in unexpectedly, a new financial opportunity, a new way of making money, all kinds of things happening for you just suddenly when you least expect it. That's the energy of this Jupiter-Uranus trine that's with us all month, and it's very uplifting. I'd like to remind you that we are really at the beginning of an eclipse season that began in your sign Pisces on March the 20th with that total solar eclipse at the last degree of Pisces. And we haven't seen an eclipse like that since 1662. And between now and 2020, we are going to go through some intense changes, personally and globally. And my seminar on June 20th, Harness the Power of the Eclipses. I really hope that you will join me. So that's it for now. I wish you a very great June. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.